hari-hari yang indah, hari-hari yang mengagumkan ketika mereka rasakan di Filipina. Semua sangat bahagia. Tapi saat mereka itu pergi ke Malaysia, semua berubah, guys. Semua berubah, tidak lagi begitu. Mereka tidak suka, guys. Mereka tidak suka dengan hal ini di Malaysia. Mereka akui sangat tidak suka.
1, 2, 3, come on!
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Halo guys, halo semua. Berjumpa lagi hari ini masih bersama saya di sini di momen weekend kali ini. Apa kabar Anda semua di sana guys ya? Tentunya seperti biasa, tidak pernah bosan, tidak pernah jenuh. Saya akan menyapa Anda dan mendoakan semoga kita semua dalam keadaan sehat dan apapun itu rutinitasnya di weekend ini maupun itu juga berwisata, semoga semuanya dalam keadaan lancar, dalam keadaan aman dan diberkahi oleh Tuhan yang Maha Kuasa. Amin, amin ya robbal alamin. Oke, kali ini ada satu peristiwa, satu kejadian yang dialami oleh turis barat ya guys ya. Kita akan bahas, kita akan reaksi bersama sekarang juga. Oke, jadi ini kejadian yang terjadi dari pasangan turis asal barat sana guys. Yang mana pasangan ini sudah memiliki 2 anak. Jadi mereka itu sangat suka sekali untuk berkeliling negara. Ya, pengakuan mereka ini sudah hampir 20 negara mereka masuki. Ya, 20 negara ini termasuk negara-negara yang ada di Asia. Jadi, terakhir kali dia itu ada di Filipina. Cukup lama mereka satu keluarga di Filipina ya guys ya. Udah berbulan-bulan mereka di Filipina. Dan apa yang mereka rasakan di Filipina, dan terakhir guys, setelah mereka ke Filipina, ya, terbanglah ke Malaysia. Dan apa yang terjadi guys? Ya, apa yang mereka alami di Malaysia? Di sini sangat mengejutkan guys. Ada beberapa hal yang tentunya seperti turis pada umumnya yang mereka alami di Malaysia. Ada baik dan ada buruknya. Ya, seperti negara-negara pada umumnya lah guys ya. Yang mana mereka merasakan. Tapi ada satu statement yang membuat semua orang akan terkejut guys. Yang dilontarkan oleh turis asal barat ini. Yang mana mereka mengaku bahwa tidak akan lagi pergi ke Malaysia seumur hidup. Hanya itu sekali dan tidak akan melakukannya lagi. Nah, sebenarnya yang jadi pertanyaan, apa yang terjadi di Malaysia terhadap turis-turis asing ini, guys? Mengapa mereka mengatakan hal itu di saat banyak sekali turis dari seluruh mancanegara ini tertarik untuk datang ke Kuala Lumpur dan tempat-tempat lainnya yang sangat indah di Malaysia. Ada apa guys? Tentunya ini penuh dengan tanda tanya yang ada di benak guys ya. Mengapa dia katakan itu? Setelah sekali saja dia ke Malaysia, dia tidak ingin lagi untuk pergi ke sana. Di sini pertanyaan itu akan terjawab guys. Mari kita nonton bersama-sama. Saya ingin tahu alasannya apa. Padahal Malaysia sudah melakukan yang terbaik, tapi tetap saja mungkin hal-hal yang tidak mereka sukai itu menimpa saat mereka ada di Malaysia. Sebenarnya apa saja guys? Apa saja yang terjadi yang membekas dalam hati dan ya membuat semua itu terjadi guys. Kita akan reaksi. Saya sangat bersemangat nih guys ya. Sebenarnya tentu mungkin ada beberapa hal yang harus dibenahi. Sampai-sampai dia kok merasa tidak suka dengan hal-hal tersebut. Oke, kita akan langsung saja mereaksi video itu sekarang juga tanpa banyak basa-basi. Ini videonya.
5 countries,
19 internal flights.
2 children.
How do we survive?
I don't even know.
Okay, second country on our trip in Asia was Malaysia.
Malaysia. We don't talk about Malaysia.
We had a great time in Malaysia. Overall, we had a really nice time. We did some fab things and we loved spending time with your mum out there.
Yeah.
You're smirking. Why are you smirking?
Yeah, I did enjoy spending time with my mum. Yeah, it was nice. No, this was nice.
What about Malaysia as a country, eh?
Some good bits. Yeah, some good people. Yeah.
Okay, let's start off with, we flew there from the Philippines.
Yeah.
We first of all landed in KL. Now, it was fine when we first got there. Like, landing in KL was fine. But then trying to get a grab, like a taxi to get out of the airport, that proved super difficult, and it turned out we were on the wrong floor, which when we figured that out, it worked okay. Yeah. Except then one driver turned up, we booked an XL, he turned up and he was like, oh, I don't have enough space for your luggage. So then the second driver turned up and he was just like not okay. He was acting quite strange after we got in the car. He even went and like pulled up at a fuel station to get petrol, but didn't say anything to us.
I know.
And then he was driving at 150 kilometers per hour.
Why? I was like, this is a bit excessive.
Like, we've got 2 small children in the car. What are you doing? Anyway, then we got to where we were staying, and you might have seen the video already. The security guards were rude, very rude.
Knobs.
And they tried saying to Ray, like, oh, you're not staying here, or prove it, or how much money do you have to be staying here, and asking all these very weird questions. When Ray went to go pick up the key, I was left with the kids and all the cases, and I asked the security guard if he could help me, and he laughed in my face. So it wasn't a great start. It was not a great start to Malaysia.
That's the thing, I think. Yeah, when we'd been in the Philippines, what was just like so lovely and warm, from like the people to the taxi drivers to it was just like everywhere you went, people couldn't do enough for you. And then
so it felt like quite a contrast to living in Malaysia.
Yeah, I think maybe if we'd arrived in Malaysia first, and I think I wouldn't have been taken as aback.
Yeah.
As much, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And because I'd been to Malaysia before and I had like such a nice experience, I also think that I set you up for like I gave you high expectations as well.
You did.
And then we didn't quite receive at this time. But saying that, some people were super lovely. Like, think about the driver in Penang who was sharing his pisang goreng, and the family that we met who helped us when we had no internet.
Yeah.
And you know, like the guy at the water park in Penang. Yeah. There were loads of nice people that we came across. Yeah. Anyway, staying in KL. So this is how we broke it down. We did 3 nights in KL before going to Penang. Yep. And then we flew from Penang to Langkawi, where we did a week. Yep. And then we flew back to KL to leave the country. Yep. So in Kuala Lumpur, we did the big touristy things, didn't we? Like, we went to go see the Twin Towers, which were really good, weren't it? We watched the light show and the water show. Yeah. We did some exploring. We went to the botanical gardens, which were really nice. We had a little picnic in the tree houses.
Batu Caves, yeah.
We went to Batu Caves, which were nice too. Yeah. And I think we enjoyed KL, didn't we? Apart from that experience, like, we saw the things to do and we had a nice time.
It's a big city, you know.
That's it. As far as big cities go, because we're not big city people, we'd actually enjoy it. It was hot, wasn't it? Yeah. It was really muggy. I remember when we'd been to the botanical gardens and waiting for the taxi, and we were sat at the side of the road, like, melting.
I know.
And then as well in Batu Caves.
Yeah, that was...
You and Mum climbed all those steps in Batu Caves.
I know. Do you know what? I'm proud of Mum that. Cause,
I know.
Gosh,
Even I didn't want to do it.
I know.
That's our rough itinerary. Penang, I would have done longer in. There were definitely more to do than we had chance. Like, we didn't even go to a beach in Penang. No. And now looking back, they had beautiful beaches. Yeah. In Penang, we did the Escape water park. Escape water park in Penang. That was so much fun. It has like 4 world record rides, and that was such a good day, wasn't it?
Yeah, food as well, huh?
In Penang?
Yeah.
Yeah, the food in Penang, Penang's known for its food, isn't it? Like Georgetown, exploring and eating all different things. Yeah. We went to a food court. I wish we'd have eaten even more, to be honest.
Yeah, but it was just so much, to be honest.
Yeah, we just didn't have enough days.
No.
The street art, exploring Penang.
Yeah.
That were good fun.
Yeah.
And then we flew to Langkawi, didn't we? So we had a week in Langkawi, and we just kind of went there for like the beach and the relaxation. Yeah. And to be honest, the beach was nice in Langkawi. Pantai Chenang, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's certainly not like the best of the beaches in Asia. Oh, and you remember the sea?
Pantai terbaik di Asia katanya ya.
Yeah, the sea.
Pantai terbaik di Asia.
After that's what they were.
Yeah, so it's not like the beaches are nothing to scream about. They don't compare to like.
Saya ingin tahu itu di Langkawi tadi dia katakan.
So Langkawi were nice. We did the sky bridge and the cable car, and that whole experience, which were fun. Yeah. But nothing really in Malaysia that was like mind blowing.
No.
But yeah, I did like Penang.
Yeah.
So in terms of safety and people and culture, I'd say we definitely felt safe the whole time, but the people were not the friendliest.
No, it was weird because it was like hit and miss. It was like
that taxi driver who we got in, and then because you were going to be like 30 seconds longer because you've been changing Rem's bum, and he made us get back out of the car, and he were like, I'm not waiting. When really he'd already been rude as soon as he turned up to the car, and you knew that the vibes were off. So yeah, but it didn't make us feel unsafe. Did it? Want to the extent where you felt unsafe. I think just like the culture is a bit more closed.
Yeah.
I would say like they're bigger fans of their own, which is interesting given that actually Malaysia is a melting pot, really, of like Chinese people, Indian people, obviously Malay people.
I know.
But still, they don't seem to like foreigners that much.
No.
Or at least not black foreigners.
Yeah. I think that was, just a very strange thing to come across. And I was like, wow, yeah. It made me question a lot.
What's interesting is that since we left, and you talked about that online, a lot of people have said that they've also experienced racism in Malaysia.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is really sad because, like it's a beautiful country and it's got a lot to offer. So, okay, talking about Malay food, what did you think of Malay food in Malaysia as a whole?
The thing, nasi goreng and mee goreng.
Yeah, nasi goreng, nasi lemak.
Yeah.
But also think about all the different foods that you can find there
Nasi
because of the big
goreng,
Indian
nasi
population,
lemak.
the big Chinese population.
Yeah.
So you get like a real variety of foods.
Yeah, I think it was nice to have like different kinds of food. So you knew that if you wanted rice dishes, if you wanted noodle dishes, if you wanted,
Curries.
like, curries. Yeah. If you just want like fried food.
Got a friend.
I know what more to say.
Yeah, we ate nasi lemak. We tried it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my favourite food.
No.
And Malay food does not rank number one. If you want to know what country has a number one food, then you got to watch this whole series.
Yeah.
Okay, transport in Malaysia. Well, all of a sudden, going from getting tricycles everywhere in the Philippines, we suddenly had to start getting taxis everywhere, didn't we?
Yeah.
We used Grab a lot. And that quite quickly added up in Malaysia.
It did.
It wasn't expensive, but
Yeah.
it was definitely more expensive than the Philippines.
Yeah. Then we had the car.
Tidak
I think that was
mahal
the
Oh,
best
yeah, we
thing
had
could
the
have
car
done.
in Penang.
That was the best thing could have done in Penang.
It's nice that they're driving the same side of the road as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So just being able to just drive about and
Yeah.
take ourselves to work, because that would have been a right distance in a taxi. And then the problem was if we'd have needed to come back at a certain time and do, because on that same time we went to that light show. What's it called? The one in the hills. Not the hills.
Oh, in Penang when we went to the temple and it were all lit up for Chinese New Year. I forgot we did that in Penang as well. That would be beautiful.
Yeah, that was
to see that with our own eyes.
Yeah, that were amazing.
That were a moment.
Saya
of,
belum kesana lagi,
wow,
guys.
this is insanely stunning. So yeah, it was good to have the car. You can use Grab. It's a bit more expensive than the Philippines, but Grabs are always readily available to get you around. So it wasn't even expensive for it to hire a car for the day.
No, it wasn't at all.
Didn't cost much at all. Yeah, okay. Accommodation. We stayed in Airbnbs.
Yep.
Mostly until we got to Langkawi, and then there weren't as many options for Airbnbs. We wanted to have that like resort experience as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we could just relax.
Yeah.
So we stayed in a hotel in Langkawi, which were nice.
Yeah, it was nice. Definitely.
We had the breakfast every day, didn't we? And we ate a lot of breakfast every day.
I know, and then even carried it whenever we needed to do anywhere or go anywhere.
Sometimes sneaking a few pastries from breakfast.
Yeah.
The weather, it was hot. Everywhere that went in Malaysia was hot. It was even muggy in some places, like humid, but it was very hot.
Literally, you woke up by 7, sun was out, and it was
already
roasting.
Warm. Yeah. In
Ya,
terms of
memang panas ya,
expense,
guys.
so yeah,
Di sini
as a
pun
country,
juga hampir
it's
sama
more
panas.
expensive than the Philippines, but it's still not expensive.
Yeah.
And entry requirements for Malaysia?
Same, 30 days for Kenyan visa.
You had to do that form a couple of days before we went because you had to do it for Mum too.
Yeah. So it's exactly the same thing. Another passenger locator form. I had to do it for you guys as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you just didn't know.
Can I get that hair out your nose?
No.
Please, it's hanging out of your nose. Okay, where does Malaysia rank out of the 5 countries that we went to?
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
Oh! Yeah, it has to go to country number 5.
Yeah. And a half.
Let us know if you have any more questions in the comments, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Dan demikian tadi video yang baru saja kita saksikan nih guys ya. Kita jangan berpikiran negatif dulu tentang pendapat-pendapat dari pengalaman orang yang pernah masuk ke negara kita. Jadi mereka katakan ya, Mereka ini turis yang sudah berkeliling banyak-banyak negara ya guys ya. Dan terakhir mereka berada di Malaysia. Hari-hari yang indah, hari-hari yang mengagumkan ketika mereka rasakan di Filipina. Semua sangat bahagia. Tapi saat mereka itu pergi ke Malaysia, semua berubah guys. Semua berubah, tidak lagi begitu. Itulah yang mereka umpamakan di sini. Tapi rupanya seperti negara pada umumnya. Kita tahu guys, pada dasarnya tidak ada satu negara pun yang sempurna bagi orang-orang yang datang ke sana guys. Atas dasar kelemahan itulah untuk kita lebih berintrospeksi diri, dapat satu hal yang penting kita dapat merubahnya jauh lebih baik. Untuk apa? Kedepannya ini dapat menyambut turis agar mereka rasakan hal yang menyenangkan yang sama ketika mereka berada di Malaysia dari negara yang pernah mereka masuki sebelumnya. Kita lihat ya, mereka tidak suka guys. Mereka tidak suka dengan hal ini di Malaysia. Mereka akui sangat tidak suka. Ya, ketika kita lihat bahwa supir taksi yang mereka anggap tidak ramah ataupun lain sebagainya, ada beberapa hal tadi tapi tidak perlu kita bahas di sini karena kita sudah dapat melihat dengan mata kepala apa yang mereka katakan. Tapi ada satu hal positif, banyak yang mereka katakan, banyak ya. Kita dapat melihat keindahannya ternyata bukan hanya di airport saja. Mereka ini hanya menilai mungkin dari pintu gerbang Malaysia saja, yaitu airport atau bandara. Tapi ketika mereka masuk lebih dalam ke Malaysia, ekspektasi mereka itu berubah. Tidak lagi begitu guys. Orang-orang di Penang, mau itu orang Melayu, mau itu orang Cina, mau itu orang India, semua sangat ramah kok. Ini belum lagi kita bahas ketika mereka ke Malaka, belum lagi kita bahas ketika mereka ke Perlis, Kedah, Perak, ya, Pahang. Mereka akan merasakan hal-hal yang mungkin tentu ini tidak akan pernah mereka rasakan sebelumnya. Keramahan, keramah tamahan terkhusus bagi orang-orang yang ada di kampung. Mungkin saya ajaklah mereka ini dapat lebih masuk lagi ke dalam, ya, agar mereka tahu bagaimana originalnya Malaysia. Saya ingin mereka itu masuk lebih dalam Terengganu, ya, rasakanlah bagaimana budayanya, bagaimana keseharian orang-orang Terengganu, apa respon dari orang-orang di sana ketika mereka masuk. Ini harus mereka coba guys. Tapi saya katakan seumpama saya orang Malaysia guys. Misalnya saya orang Malaysia, lalu saya melakukan sebuah tindakan yang mereka tidak sukai. Ya, yang mereka tidak sukai, itu yang saya lakukan. Mungkin saya tidak sengaja. Tapi itu tidaklah saya mewakili satu negara besar. Tidak layaklah bagi mereka untuk mengatakan jika, wah, gara-gara saya nih, oh ternyata orang Malaysia tidak ramah. Padahal gara-gara saya sendiri. Misalnya saya super taksi, gara-gara saya sendiri, oh Malaysia tidak ramah, Malaysia orangnya kasar. Tidak begitu ya guys ya, padahal ini adalah oknum. Jadi kalau menurut saya pribadi, tidak bijaknya kita apabila kita menilai sebuah negara besar itu dari individu saja. Karena kita mengetahui bahwa di setiap negara itu ada orang yang semacam ini, ada orang yang semacam itu, beragam karakternya ya guys ya. Namun di sini mungkin faktor itu tidak mereka sengaja, tapi itulah satu hal yang dinilai oleh orang lain, tapi kita tidak mengetahui apa yang telah kita lakukan. Biasa kita lakukan seperti itu, tapi mungkin di luar nalar bagi mereka semua. Ya begitulah guys ya, kita tidak bisa memprediksi apa yang ada di dalam pikiran-pikiran mereka semua. Oke, demikian dari video aku. Semoga video ini bermanfaat bagi kita semua dan aku mohon diri mohon maaf jika ada kesalahan kata, kesalahan sikap pada Anda semua mohon dimaafkan dan aku akhiri. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.